right, take the guys down a notch. That is St. Ricketts, www.sricketts.com. All right, take the guys down a notch. And of course, my phone's too loud, so there we go. I like to listen to myself. Anyway, The Catalyst, www.sricketts.com. It is our Wednesday night theme song as we bring you Yo Wednesday. Or Yo 2.0. I don't know what the hell to call it anymore.
Yo, yo.
Yo. Let's go with that. Brent Morrell in the house. Happy to see Rayne.
Brent?
We're all happy to see Rayne. JD Wolf, you're a little late, but yo indeed. And JD, I introduced you to the lovely Miss Rayne Sparkles. You actually saw her as a guest a couple of weeks back when we talked about her awesome band. Tonight, she's agreed to guest co-host. And not to make my wife jealous, I think it's because she's in love with me. And I get that.
You know I love you both. Come on. You saw the photos Brent took, right? Me and Cassie? Yeah.
Yes, I did. Great photos. Brent did a great job.
Great photos.
And we're going to talk about all that in a few minutes, because I definitely want to talk again about that great time at Dobbs and that great time we had together with your band. JD, thank you. Rayne is awesome. Just a super cool individual. And again, through the power of music and the power of community in music, you just meet some of the best freaking people. Yes, agreed?
I agree, yes. I'm like, where does the chats come up? I only see them there.
I was going to, it might be, oh, thank you. Kelly loves me too. Kelly was the first one in tonight. Thank you, Kelly, for getting in here early. We love it. We love our people. We love our show. It is the Yo Show. We're doing Wednesday night. Last night we had a great show. Myself, no Jewel last night. Got stuck working late. And we had a band. Did you catch it? If you didn't catch last night's show, Rayne, these dudes are from Italy.
Thank you.
2 guys from Italy. A guy from Turkey. There's a very cool band called Thunder Pets. Very awesome. We had a great time with them last night.
I got to watch half of the show. And I was liking what I watched. I just couldn't finish it. And I totally wasn't watching it at work.
Right. Well, I feel you. And that's the bad part about working late nights. And it happens to Jewel sometimes too, but we all make it work here on the show. Tonight, we got a great guest. I linked up with this company a few months back, Core PR, it's a public relations firm, and they have such great artists. And tonight we got a great one. I said, send me a list. They sent me this great list. So tonight we have singer-songwriter Mark Mackay on as our very special guest. Excited for that. Thank you. Mark will join us around 8:30. We're going to play one of his songs beforehand. We're going to do some topics. We're going to chat with this cool dude. Hello, Rayne from Dallas, Texas. Just the facts. Man, that is pretty cool. I like when people from all over the place.
Love it. Everyone should come on and say where they're from. That would be fun.
That's not a bad idea. Especially so we got to ask, because one of the topics I had for last night that didn't make it was the Texas heat wave. How the hell are you guys doing down there? If he answers me. It was like 120 degrees down there, Rayne. Like, they need some rain. Some Rayne Sparkles.
They need some rain, but I think they... Not going to go into the moist already.
Not yet.
They don't want just dry sparkles.
Yeah, you need rain, Sparkles.
Speaking of hot, let me go into my pool's almost up and ready.
Oh, I've been hearing about the renovations, the pool, the hot tub. You're like a total rock star, dude.
Hell yeah. It's fun. We're going to have a party, right?
We are. We might find a way to get some kind of camera and do it from the hot tub. The Mack Brothers.
Do it from the hot tub.
Not do it in the hot tub. Do it from. Pervert. No, I said in.
I know what you mean, but that would be fun. We'd do like live Yo show from Rayne Sparkles hot tub.
Yeah, we get like live guests to come in and sit in the hot tub. You could probably get some great people. The Mack Brothers, one of.
We can have. Yeah.
One of Philly's greats.
Maybe Nailbite will come over.
There you go. JD,
awesome.
you gotta fly in from Minnesota, dude. The hot tub.
Live from the hot tub.
Yeah, right. A hot tub perk indeed. So I do want to shout out the Mack Brothers, great Philadelphia band. Thanks, dude, for tuning in. Rayne is also a Pennsylvania musician. We're trying to just keep the flow here in PA. I even put up a neat little hashtag yesterday that I probably deleted by accident. Yes, I did. I saw, there it is. Make Philly music great. Well, I should say make PA music great, but make Philly music great. So before we get into anything, let's see if I still have that banner. I'm telling you, man. You know why? Because I had too many banners. We're going to meet Rayne, ladies and gentlemen. So Rayne Sparkles is just a sensational drummer from the band Burn to Guilt. Super cool human being. And as you could tell from the outfit, one sexy individual and one hell of a rock star. Rayne, tell us a little something about performing and what got you into music and what you like to do for fun. Well, watch that.
We'll talk about music. All right. Well, I loved music since I was a little girl. I grew up, my father was a Harley guy. I was always on the back of his bike. And he introduced me. We had the 8-track and the record player going. And he sang to me. He was a singer and a guitarist. So he'd always bring out his guitar and he'd sing to me. And I loved it. I just fell in love with it. And then I wanted to get into music. So my first instrument was a saxophone. Surprisingly.
That's awesome. Wow.
Then I had to get braces. And playing saxophone with braces is not fun. A lot of bloody lips, and it just wasn't good. Then I picked up the guitar, because I love acoustic guitar. I am such a sucker for acoustic guitar. It just, the sounds, I love it. I love that when it screeches up and down.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I was playing guitar for a while. And then my son's father, my ex-husband, he was in music, a guitarist and a singer. And his band needed a drummer. They went through drummer after drummer after drummer, and they just couldn't find one. So one year, I was like, well, took an income tax check, bought me a drum set. And so I learned original music. I'm not trained. I did go for lessons later on just to, work on chops and learn a little bit more. I mean, I knew of music because I'm naturally into music and art.
Yeah.
And so I was in a band for 10 years with him. And it was a great time. All original, never covers. Covers were like the no in that band. Sure. Got to open up for amazing bands like Biohazard, Kitty, Soulfly, E-Town Concrete. So we had some really good. Diecast was another one in New Jersey.
Jesus.
So I had quite the time. And then band came to an end. And I went to college, and then I had a baby, and things just kind of bam, 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 went through divorce and then got remarried. And so I did the mom thing, parent thing for a while, and I was just missing something. Something in me was just dead, not alive anymore. And then I started getting that itch. So I bought myself a drum set. And as soon as I bought a drum set and started posting me playing again, I started getting messages from this person, that person. You're playing again. And it just spiked into, I was doing a lot of art at the time as well. So I was doing a lot of art exhibits. And I met a singer of DHR, which is the punk band that I'm in. And she knew I was a drummer and they needed a drummer. So that's kind of how I started playing music again. And then it led to me performing with Magically Delicious. There was a project we had before Magically Delicious. And it just kind of went from there. Like everybody just kept calling me. And then Burden, he had called me. I seen them play live, and they were a chokehold at the time. And we just totally connected. And he had asked me, I said no. And then he asked me again to drum for him. I'm like, okay. And I've never played with another musician ever. And I played with a lot of musicians where we just vibed. It's just a complete vibe. I'm like, this rocks. And he lets me be me. I've played with other musicians that were very, he lets me wear wings. Come on. And I love it. That's who I am. I think everybody should be who they are truly. And I do speak a lot, and so does Josh, about domestic violence awareness, and suicide awareness and mental health. Basically, I work in mental health as well. So I am all about mental health awareness, art and music all the way. I live it. It's my life. It keeps me well. It really does. It's really my life. I'm not afraid to share. I have PTSD and I am a survivor. So
there you go. That's a great thing. And for those of you who might be new to Rayne, new to the show, new to anything, if you're watching live or watch later recording, it's Burden of Guilt. And get on YouTube and check these guys out, because Rayne and Josh do a tremendous job. Saw you with Dobbs. It was like a magical experience for me because, you see, I hear you, oh, you're a drummer. I see pictures of you drumming. to watch you in person is sensational. And you even said it was like a community drum set at Dobbs, and you had to kind of pick it up flawless. Just amazing.
Yeah, a lot of places, you know, you get the back line. It's easier because drums, they are a pain in the butt to set up and set
Oh,
down. But,
sure. Oh, sure.
you know, when I was younger, as a younger drummer, it was really hard for me. I would struggle with that. Now I'm just like, "Oh, move this here, move that." You just got to move it to where your body is to be comfortable while you're playing. But
Yeah.
drum shells are shells, you know, as long as you have your cymbals and your pedals. Oh, thank you, Brent. But
Nothing
yeah,
short of
playing at
amazing.
Dobbs was,
Yeah.
it was, I mean, to be on a stage of some of my favorite artists, Nirvana, I mean, it's just,
Right. Nirvana and
it was amazing.
Soundgarden and
Yeah,
Soundgarden, Green Day, Pearl
Green Day.
Jam, Nirvana, like the
It was
Melvins.
amazing. It
That's
was
all.
truly an amazing night. So,
And you did it total justice. And the thing that a lot of people are like, dude, you're chasing around music because music's starting to die. I don't think so. I think a new age of people are bringing music back, and you and Josh did such a phenomenal job. And it's not only that, but your passion for it, your love of the people there, the atmosphere. It's pretty legit. You guys are a legit band. I absolutely love you.
thank you. And I think it's
Absolutely.
just really important too when bands, you know, you're real. We're real people. You know, have gone through. We all have our stories, right? You have your story, I have mine, and like to share about it and use our platforms to share that. I'm just, I'm a messed up individual, but you know what? I know how to cope with stuff. I use art and music, and I share that with people. And I love local scene, and I love supporting local. I'd rather
Yeah.
go see local bands every weekend than spending all that money to go see somebody who's probably not even enjoying their job at this point. Sometimes, like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of differences between label on sign bands and then signed bands. There's a lot with that, and I think the on sign bands are really doing. They're doing amazing. I mean, look at Nailbite.
Oh,
Look at
incredible.
oh my
Incredible.
gosh, my Suicide Puppets. Oh my God, there's so many. Typhoid Rosie. I love her, by the way. I just totally have to shout her out about females. Oh, you got to get her on the show.
Oh, I would love to.
Rosie. Oh my gosh,
We love
she's
the female
amazing.
artists too.
We
It's
got to play with them at the punk show with my punk band DHR, and
yeah.
I love the girl. She's great.
It's funny because like a lot of the females, even the ones that are like really going out and killing it, are like, you know, it is a boys' club. We're making our way in. I don't think anymore. I think it's a
No,
50-50. I
it's
think you
totally
men better
not a
watch
boys
your
club
back.
anymore. Because I can, like, from playing years ago and then getting back into it, it's completely different. I used to get a lot of crap being a female drummer in that genre that I was in metalcore. And I'd have, you know, you'd have the typical show us your boobs, man, show us your boobs.
Yeah.
Now I go up on stage, show me your boobs to all the guys. It's amazing how many of them actually show you. But
Nobody wants to see that.
um but yeah, it's a totally different. Like females are really like we're right there, and men are
Yeah.
very supportive now. I think the scene that we have going on now is much more of a love. It's a love and passion for music and for humanity, and I just think that comes out.
I agree, and we're always all about it. They basically said women in music are killing, and they really are. And we've had a lot of them on here. And I say female front, and some people are like, "Don't ask that," but you like to know. You like to know how they feel about it, and like I said, some of the riff they get about it, and nowadays some of the praise they get about. Because you know, like I said, to me, it's an even playing field right now.
Yeah,
Right now, it's going to change and be even more female soon, men. So you better get your act together.
that's always been a dream of mine. Actually, is to be in an all-female band.
Okay.
Always dreamed of that. Now I've been in Magically Delicious. We're on hold right now.
Okay.
So we have the female. You know, my best friend is the singer, and then me behind. You know, I love it. I love supporting I mean, I love everybody in music. Everybody has different talents in a unique way, and I appreciate all music and what they put into it. But when I see certain, like, I just connect with
Yeah.
them a lot more. I don't know why. And like back in the day, I was always the person that was with all the guys. I always hung
Right.
out with guys. I had a bunch of guys that were my friends. They were my best friends. Because girls at the time were a little more catty. And now I think everybody's just so much more open and
Yeah.
honest to who they are. Be like,
And
you
I
know.
guess with social media, you do a lot of shouting out and sharing for one another, and you could actually kind of see them before just thinking like, oh, I hear she does this and judge. Now you see it before you could even judge, and you're like, hey, that's pretty damn good. So I agree with you there. We're going to play a song real quick from tonight's guest, Mark Mackay. He'll be with us around 8:30. And I like to talk, so I always run behind. But let's get a song on. So we're going to play one from Mark now. He'll be on around 8:30. We'll chat with him a little bit. And then we'll play another one from him. Rayne and I will chat a little bit. And then we're going to play a song from Burden of Guilt, of course, before the night is out.
Thank you.
You know the song. All right, so let's load it up here. Let's stop screen, presents, share screen. And I got to find it. This is it. Summer Slowdown. And the reason why I like this is because summer makes everybody giddy. Makes everybody a certain kind of way. So why not hit a song about summer? Summer Slowdown. Tonight's guest, Mark Mackay. We're going to play it right here. Be back in about, how long is that? 3 minutes? We'll be back in 3 minutes. Myself and Rayne Sparkles on Yo Show Wednesday.
I don't want to think about her lips, heading for Ole Miss, leaving me like this, staring at tail lights. Yeah, I could use a little more late day, watching the midway light up her face, staying up all night, if it's alright. Summer, slow down, keep that sun shining on her just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready to watch your Chevy drive away. Summer, slow down. June just turned into July, and July flew by. I don't want goodbye, messing it all up. More skin wet, centerfold silhouette, killing that sunset. Hey, what's the rush? I waited long enough. Summer, slow down, keep that sun shining on her just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready to watch her Chevy drive away. Shining on her just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready. I ain't ready. Summer, slow down. Keep that sun shining on her just a little longer. Come on, stretch it on out. No, I ain't ready to watch your Chevy drive away.
All right, absolutely terrific. Tonight's guest, Mark Mackay, with Summer Slowdown. Rayne, we already got this very cool comment from JD Wolf. Definitely a driving song. I agree. What do you think? How does it hit you?
Yeah, good driving song. Window down, just, chilling.
Yeah, man, nice weather and chicks in bikinis. I mean, people out having fun. It's summertime. We enjoy. Are you a big summer fan?
Actually, no. I like spring and fall. I hate winter. It's too cold. I do not like the cold.
I agree.
When it comes to that. I do like summers, like taking my kids to Dorney Park and going to the beach. And I have a whole Zen sand garden, so I like to walk in my own sand, and then I jump in the pool, and then I got the hot tub, and so yeah, I do like it. I like being outdoors a lot. I
That's
hate
good.
being
And
stuck inside.
yeah, I don't do great with heat, but summer just changes everybody's personality. People are just more upbeat. Like I said, out doing more, which is cool. For me, being out means being in a bar somewhere, seeing a band. That's out for me, and I'm all right with that. But yeah, but
I
even
do
still, like in
love
the winter.
summer thunderstorms that roll in.
Oh yeah,
That would be something you're listening, like you got a fire going. It's at night, it's kind of cooled off, and then the storm rolls around. You're like, yeah.
yeah, I like that. I do. I sleep very well in a nice, loud storm and pounding rain, etc. That's all.
It's soothing, right?
Right. Well, I mean, you've got the name Rain for a reason,
Yes.
because you're a fan.
I was actually out in the rain last night.
What do? You go out and run around in it?
Yeah, Kinsey,
Do you really?
we ran out, and I'm like, screw it, I'm going out in this. And I was like, it felt great. Take my
very
shoes
cool.
off and just jump in the puddles, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Fun.
What's it like there? Because you have a wonderful partner, Mr. Kinsey King.
Yeah.
What's it like being with two musicians? Is there collaboration? Is there competition? Is there even like a little cute, like, yeah, I got this, yeah, I do that kind of thing?
Well, I haven't gotten to see him on stage yet by himself, but we have jammed together a few times.
It's pretty cool.
The very first time we were meeting, it was to jam.
He's looking to jam, all right.
No, he really did want to jam. I think I was the one that wasn't wanting to jam.
You
I
don't
have
want
to laugh.
know
So
right
my
now.
very, very good friend, I can't see any, you don't want to know right now. So my very good friend, Josh Evil, he has Evil Empire. He did an interview with Josh and Burton and Guilt.
Okay.
And it's so funny. If you didn't have a chance to watch it, you got to watch it. It's only 8 minutes long. But he interviews Josh at Jabberjaws, because we played the Jabberjaws show the night before Dobbs. And I have to laugh because you hear they start yelling, Sparkles! Sparkles! Where's Sparkles? And I'm the camera girl. He wanted me to do camera. It was really funny. I have no idea where I was going with that, but it was just really funny, and I had to say.
But it's good, though.
I can't even tell because I don't see chats like popping up. So, Kinsey, if you're saying stuff, I can't say anything.
No. Well, he said something. We all can't see that. No, I'm kidding.
He
So
might not want to put all this. All right.
We got a Twitch
jammed.
greeting.
We jammed the first few times we tried to play music together. I think it was a little tough because, yeah, there was a lot of other things going on.
Yeah, but, you know.
But we did get to actually play together once, and it was very nice. It was nice. And I think, too, like, we look at each other, like, I'm a drummer and he's a singer. So it's not that we're both drummers, because that could be like, no, I'm drumming, no, you are, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But the only thing is, as you know, singers take the front of the stage.
Yes,
And
they
the
have
drummers
the
are in the
egos.
back. Now,
And
that's
I got my
sexist.
cymbals. I do not have a big ego at all. If anything,
That's a good thing.
I am just not egotistical at all. I just love everybody, and I think we're
Same.
all. I never like to put people up. I just love everybody for what they are and what they do, and I look at their each individual talents.
That's a good thing because there was. I heard through the grapevine of how, like, I'm egotistical, which makes me laugh because this show is like my life, but I don't, it's just another great. No, she will not be in the back. See, you won't be in the back. She should be in the front. Put the drummer in the
He
front.
wants me in the front.
No, I believe that.
That could be a big distraction though on stage, but it could work.
His phone may die while watching. My phone's gonna die, but I don't use it. I might,
Mine's plugged in, so we're good.
There you go. There's your charger.
It's plugged right into that's why I'm so close. It's in the charger thing, and my cord's like this big, so.
I got you. It's actually a little better and closer to the mic, and we hear it. We're waiting.
Yeah, because I'm quiet sometimes. So
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
I can be quiet. I don't know why. Like, I think that happens with Kinsey. So Kinsey, as a singer, is very
Yeah.
loud. He's very loud, and he's always like, "Speak up," because I'm so quiet. And I'm just like, "Where's my singles? My
There's a
charger is
surgeon.
with her. You can come get it.
You're allowed to come
Just
get it. We've
make
seen
sure
your
you have
face here
clothing
before.
on, please."
Well, it's optional, depending on the
He
fans.
joked.
We'll take
He
a poll.
joked around about that, like making a little cameo of, and I'm like, "Keep it close up." Joking
Yeah,
more.
yeah, keep your clothes on because YouTube will shut us down. I heard that happen before. I
We
heard
should.
some
We're gonna shut it down. We
some
don't
girl
want to shut
came
it
on. Some girl came on like another podcast, like naked, and YouTube shut it down. YouTube's usually a lot more user friendly than Facebook, where you can't like repeat 2 words somebody said for plagiarism without getting locked out. But
down. Nice.
who the
I've
hell
only
knows?
ever got kicked out of TikTok, and that was. And the funny thing, I got kicked. They removed the post of mine for nudity and inappropriateness. It was a piece of art. It was a painting of
That's
myself
that's become a
with boobs.
big. Well,
I fought
yeah.
it. Guess what's on there now? It came back. They apologized actually too, because I'm like, dude, this is a domestic violence piece, and you're taking it down for sexuality.
So
I
there's
was
a
like,
piece on TikTok of you with your boobs.
it's a painting, yes, and that
I know.
painting does not exist anymore. It is gone. I can
Really?
share more
Wow.
about that after our guest if you'd like, but yeah,
Sure can.
I was involved with an art exhibit called Rise Up, which is survivors of domestic violence, and we were asked to display or show a piece that shows you, and it was a very dark piece.
Really? Oh, I
So
can
it was me
imagine.
naked, it was black, and then me naked on a marionette. So you see the marionette and the strings, and like my skin's like
Ooh,
folded up.
man. Wow.
It was very dark, and that face changed. She was bound, gagged, everything, and then that changed. And then I took it off and gave her a voice, and then I actually wrote my story on the body, the naked body.
Wow.
It was actually an amazing piece. I wish I didn't destroy it, but I destroyed it for a reason,
Okay.
because I needed to move on. I was
Exactly.
no longer that girl in the painting. So I did a video and sent it to our local domestic violence shelter, who's the one that helped me. I took it, and it's on video somewhere. They have it. I took it, and I took an actual knife, cut the strings, and then I burned it. And the funny thing, the little last piece that wouldn't burn, it says, "He won't change."
Wow.
And that stuck out the most to me.
That's-
And that's the truth. When you know it's that toxic,
Yeah.
you can get out. And you can, it's just not worth
Rise
it. When
up
it's
and-
toxic, just move on.
And I see the two is so strong, like on stage and with your family now. Josh is married to a wonderful woman. You and
Jenny.
Kinsey are together, and you guys like you can't tell. And I felt bad 'cause when like Best Friend became my favorite song because I love the song. But after the second time, and I'm listening, I'm like, holy moly, that is a dark song. The story of it, he tells it in a great way, but a great song. But man, that's the fact you both of you have been there, found each other through that though is it's pretty cool. I mean, tragic, but your success story in it is very cool.
Yeah. And we can both speak about it and the strength that you can get through it, and you can move on, and you can find new love, and speak about it and write songs about it and have fun doing it,
Absolutely.
I
that is
actually did lose it at our show on Saturday. We did a show at Litsy's Lounge for the Big Break contest that we're in.
Yes.
And during the song, I know we played it at Dobbs. Hold on. I can't think because my mind completely went blank.
It's stage fright. It happens all the time.
Oh, damn it. What is the song? Rescue Me. It's the one that Josh wrote for our friend Nikki. Her son died of suicide.
Oh, wow. Right. Okay. Yes.
Remember Me. It's called Remember Me. Hopefully we're not recording that one in July, I don't think. And then we're doing it if we don't do it in July, we're doing it the next one. But I was actually crying. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but I actually had tears and everything because I don't know if you can see what that is, but this is I am like so.
I know it's very tough. Takes it, like I said, I actually.
Like pointing at you. This is pointing at you, but this is pointing.
I actually learned and I remember through the years that just go backward. So when you
Go
first
backward.
came on, I'm like, this is like back.
My arm, I have no idea what I'm doing. But anyway, I
That's
have semicolon with dragonfly, but
very
that's
cool.
fine. So 2009 was my attempt. So
Wow.
yeah,
And we of course we're thrilled that you're here and thrilled to be and succeeding through it. And people, I'm going to hit you with this, and our guest is running a little late, so we'll keep going. But I'll hit you with this stuff like depression. Trying to think of some other things. Depression is definitely one.
PTSD.
PTSD, anxiety. Also, people are like, stop it. Get over it. Oh, that's not real. How
Oh, it's very
pissed
real.
off, right? How pissed off do you get hearing stuff like that from people?
Well, I've actually, so in my personal life, I've worked in the mental health field for 22 years.
Yes.
And I started what was called a professional at the time. I was a professional worker. I didn't have any mental illness. And being in the field and then going through what I went through, it can happen to anybody. It could
Yeah.
be your son, your daughter, your wife, your anybody. It can happen at any time. It can happen from trauma from an accident, something you viewed. You can be born with it. Yes. And like to just get over something until you are actually in that spot or watched somebody go through it, you have no clue how dark and what's going on in that person's mind. I also work on a phone line during the day. I work on it's not a crisis line. It's kind of like, so if somebody calls crisis and they want to harm themselves or somebody else, if they're not in crisis, we get the phone call. So I do that all day. I work in mental health. Like this
Wow.
is what I do. I'm part of the Lehigh Valley Mental Health Awareness Walk Committee. I volunteer time and teach art groups to people in drug rehab. And I tell them, I'm you guys. That's me
Yeah.
sitting there. I struggle. I struggle with addiction. I struggle with trauma. It's finding love and finding people who can help support you
Sure.
to learn what works for you. And there's like, they argue a lot about there's a medical model of you need to give this person this pill and do this and do that. No, there's tons of other things like coping, like music, art, finding what works, exercise. But there's so much knitting. Some people knit. Kudos to me. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I'm only seeing like sporadic things. So if it comes up there, I can see it.
Maybe leave it up a little. Yeah, it's hard to get on the side. I definitely know.
Yeah,
that.
like trauma can really.
Yeah, just help, right? Because people are so hesitant now to help. Like helps is become the new four-letter word. And the word, if you're like, oh, well, I don't know. Just talk to people, man. Talk. Like, I'm no psychiatrist, but I've heard people say, I was sick, I'm done, I can't go on. Like, look, man, just open it up. Let it go. What's going on? I know people who know people that have been, we've all been somewhere in our lives that, isn't picture perfect.
Yeah. And I always try to, like, tell everybody, too, people only see parts of others' lives because they'll look at me sometimes and they'll be like, well, what's wrong with you? Whatever happened to you? I look at this and I see this. They don't know my story, some of them. And, and that's like everybody's life. You don't know what's going on or what they've been through. And I try to look at each person like that.
Sure.
I don't judge somebody everybody has been through something, some sort of trauma, some sort of something that made them who they are. But it's finding what works for them. And I love watching musicians and artists share that with others.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
I just love it. It means a lot to me.
That's great, though. It's, it should, like I said, you use your platform for good. And I always try to. And being a musician, getting up on stage, having people admire your work, that's a pretty big platform, rock star status. And when people get up there and cheer, like, you're the greatest, say, well, thank you, but there's also this. And it makes more people listen.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of like the vibe that Josh has been going for, is helping people through music. And he's like, most of the words that he's writing is a story of him and what he's been through. Like the one song is about one night stands, because and that's the funny part on that other interview. He talks about being like, whoring it up at the time. Everybody's gone through that stage, right? I mean,
right. I mean,
and it's funny, like you can listen to it and it's like, now every time you see him, it's like this huge, beautiful love story between him and Jenny, and it's gorgeous, and I love it. And I can't wait to some of the things that are coming up soon. There's going to be a video coming out soon, and it's really neat, and it really shows their love for each other, and that's magical.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, the two it's a 2-person band, and you had said it too, and you get the vibe. It's a 2-person band that sounds like a 5-person band and has the stories behind it and the drive and the passion of like a full-blown freaking orchestra. It really is. It's a magical project. It's amazing, and I love it.
It is. I love it, and I will be, doing still my other projects. I'm still with the punk band, and Magically Delicious, we're just up in the air. But I usually am on a Wednesday night. I'm usually at my local bar. They do open mics there, and I jam with the jam band sometimes. So I'll go from playing metal 1 minute to, hey, they'll be like, do you know this song? I'm like, nope. And the bass player, Warren, he'll just look at me and be like, I'm like, okay, you got it. And they're like, we love when you do that because you're such a hard hitter. Because, there's different types. There's jazz drummers. And you can tell where my roots are from, metal.
Yes.
Hard rock.
I see that head just going, and I'm like, man, look at that go.
But, man, I'll go out and watch a jazz drummer, and I'm like, holy, wow. Look at that talent. Like, I just see everybody. Like, I love it.
That's pretty great stuff. It turns out, and this definitely wasn't meant to be on purpose, my apologies, but looks like you might be the main guest because we still don't have Mark Mackay. I did message him. I did message him on the social media and had not heard back. And the problem we had was kind of funny because last week we were supposed to have Rayne also. We were supposed to have Eve to Adam. And they had like a storm. They said, we have no internet. We barely have phone. I just want to reach out. So that's cool. We'll reschedule them. The week before was one of the PR group, Core PR, was a comedian they had. I had thought that I sent him an email, said I couldn't do it tonight. And I still came on and did it, sent him the link. He couldn't get on. He couldn't activate the link.
Oh, no.
Couldn't get him. So the last couple of Wednesdays have been very shaky.
Well, we can bring extra guests down if you'd like. They're upstairs. We can see if Sebastian wants to sing, or
let's
see. They're listening, so you just say yay or nay.
What's up, gang?
We can have that for another time too.
We can, because I definitely plan on.
If you hear snoring, that's my dog.
See, everybody's pets come down with them, but mine. Mine hide upstairs. I don't know what it is. Camera shy or whatever.
Sprawled out in the middle of the bed, just snoring away. We call him Potato. He's a rescue. I have rescues.
So do I.
And yeah, he's just, so if you do hear that is snoring you're hearing. It's not a human. My puggle.
My little guy Henry. He's my screensaver. So Henry was.
Was he the one with the chip bag?
No, that was Hannah. That
was hilarious.
She's so evil, cute. But so evil. Let's see if I can even get this to come up. See if I get it in my videos. She is, again, a rescue. She's a Pomapoo.
A Pomapoo.
Pomapoo. So it's a mixed breed. And my wife's seen her. She's like, oh, I want this dog. I'm like, why? What's the story? And they said, well, supposedly it's in like an Amish farm in New York. And they say it has a hernia, so nobody wants her.
Oh.
Okay, let's check it out. I said, if you want her bad enough, let's do it. Drives 5 hours out to get this dog. Brings her home, and she's adorable. A cute evil. You're exactly right. A very cute evil. So, and we took her to the vet, and the vet said, I don't understand. There's no hernia. I'm like, what? There's no hernia. She's fine. She had a little lump that they thought was a hernia, and they took a look at it, and it turned out to be just fine.
Wow.
See, never give up. Oh, here it is. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Here's the video.
The chip video?
Oh, it's just a picture. Where's the video? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is my dog in her possession of chips. Dude, when I tell you, I was terrified of this little creature. Watch this thing. She's got her foot pressed on it. Get it to play. Oh, I lost it. There, that's me. I'll try it again. I'm like determined to make this happen now because I gotta watch it again. It's just that great. I don't know what happened to Mark Mackay, but meanwhile, we're gonna find a great video of my dog trying to kill me over a bag of chips. Pure entertainment and pure improv entertainment right here on the O Show. All right, there's the video. All right. So I got it. I wait for it to end and I'll restart it. Ready? And my dog trying to kill me over a bag of potato chips and go. You can't actually, that's a shame. You can't hear her growling, but she actually stomps on it and then starts growling at me. You couldn't hear the growl. That was the sad part. And she's like 5 pounds.
5 pounds of pure evil.
5 pounds of pure
evil.
evil.
The cutest ones are like that. They're so cute, and it's like, you're lucky you're cute.
Oh, she's
so
always
lucky you're cute right now. Yeah.
She does it in the morning too. So I normally get up for work around 5:30, 6 o'clock, depending on the day. They are up by 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it's no nonsense. Once the dogs are up, it's over. And she'll come right up here, lick the inside of my nostril, which is disgusting, and then she's just, I'm like, really? And then,
give me that
and then the
booger.
barks. Oh, you're not allowed to sleep tonight. Is that a good thing?
Allowed to sleep tonight.
Whoa, baby. Your celebrity status here on the Yo Show is making you extra appealing. You guys are fun, though. I love the way you feed off each other and comment each other, and seeing you both in person together, meeting you both. Actually, I met him the first time I met you as well, which is
love
just great.
Nail bite.
Love draft, right? Nail bite. Oh, God,
Hey
Mag
now.
Dillon and, yeah, hey now, JD.
Oh, Mag
JD,
Dillon. That's another,
they'll be on in a few weeks. She's mighty. Very cool.
Very awesome.
Yeah,
I like Lana. There's Suzanne, Mag Dillon. There's, oh my gosh, FDS, the girl, what's her name?
Oh, Francesca. Oh,
yes.
I'm in love with Francesca.
Awesome.
Sorry,
now,
honey.
if I was in California, I'd be like, yeah, you guys, they needed a drummer. I'm like, oh, I can't have my kids. I'm like, oh, that'd be awesome.
FDS, and then Living Dead Girl with Molly Rennick. She was on the show too. She's incredible, and she's smoking. And even oh my God, yeah, oh, Jesus. And even local down here, we have Empress with Barbara Blackthorne, who is incredible. Another band, Illusions of Grandeur, who you might have heard of. Maggie Carlton.
Them.
Oh, Maggie Carlton, sensational.
Maggie, yes. Oh, yeah.
Sumo Psycho with Sky Sweetenham. Yeah, there's so many out there. And it's amazing how it seems like if you're hot, you've got extra musical talent. All you hotties got this musical talent. And that's another thing that's changed. And I joke, my wife's like, would you stop it? Used to be the females were the groupies to the men. Now all the men are like groupies to the females. And I watch all these female singers and I was like, but it's because of the talent.
I think the female singers, they really, like the male singers, there is a certain ego because you need to have that. It's not just your talent. It's your performance. Like when people are like, oh, why you wear wings? Wait, because I'm performing. I'm not just me being like, la, 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 la. I mean, I could, but it's a performance. I'm sharing my soul with you. And who doesn't like to wear wings? Now, come on.
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want to wear wings? I'm telling you, I know the guys want to wear them too sometimes.
Oh, I'm dying to.
And I know some people like to wear my clothes too.
I've heard of that. I'm not going to mention anybody's name.
We won't mention any names that like to wear Rayne Sparkles outfits. Oh, speaking of outfits, I can plug a local business.
Yes, you sure can. Of course you can.
Sent me a picture of this outfit. And I'm like, holy crap, that is me. Where is it? I want it. I want it now. And here was a local place. They do hair and they have this shop. It's called The Other Side. I know if anybody follows me, they'll see it on my posts. And it was like the perfect Rayne Sparkles dress. It was black and purple and cute, like a tutu. I actually wore it Saturday. And I did post up that, but oh my gosh, it was awesome.
And it was funny. Yeah, I can choose the coloring of like the banners and all. I should have used purple because like that's like your color.
I did get purple back in. For a while,
I
I
do
was
like
just
it.
doing straight blonde because, all right, the story behind my hair. We didn't even talk about hair. So I had really nice long hair. It was gorgeous. And I had to have this nice bright blonde and then pink, then purple and blue. So I used the bleach kit.
Yeah.
And I'd wake up each day and I'm like, I think somebody's cutting my hair in my sleep. Because every day I'd wake up, my hair's shorter. Like, it's not falling out up here. They're like, what do you mean your hair's falling out? I'm like, my hair is disappearing. When they're like, I don't see any bald on. I'm like, not up here, down here. And just each, and people are like, oh, I like your haircut. It's cute. I'm like, I didn't cut my hair. It fell the hell out because I like colors.
God cut my hair.
So there. If you just don't use bleach, don't do it, or just go to a professional because they'll do it the right way. And I did it.
Exactly.
I do it myself. I do all my hair the same. Like, I do it myself.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm an artist and a musician. We don't do it for the money.
Right. Amen. Right here.
Right,
Every
Jeff?
Tuesday and Wednesday
We do
night.
it for passion and love.
We do. We absolutely do.
Not do it for the money. Because if we do, then it's really just gas money most of the time. So,
I feel you.
so yeah, so I'm cheap, so I do it myself. But this place that the other side, the salon to it, they do hair, and she's like, oh, it was just amazing. It was amazing meeting the girl who was with me. I want to say it was Allie, but Allie's the owner. It was Liv. Beautiful girl. She's just, we just connected right away. And they do art there. And then I started talking about my band. I'm like, hey, if you, they do First Friday Arts, which is a big thing in Bethlehem where I work. I also run an exhibit First Fridays in Bethlehem through my job, which is called Artists in Recovery, actually. See, I told you, I live, eat, and breathe. Everything I do is art and music.
I feel you.
And mental health wellness.
Yeah. I'm
But
getting
yeah.
some wellness tonight because I had a rough day at work, but this is definitely putting me at a calm.
Yeah, some days work can really get you,
Well,
you know, just.
That's what like, people think. Like people say to me, like, "Oh, this job you do here, this is not a job. This is a hobby, and a love and a passion." And my wife always calls it the alter ego. Not really. This is mostly me, but it kind of is. Like you kind of get these artists on or great people like yourself to come on and talk about life. And it's like you're hanging out chatting. That's why I always tell people, grab a drink. Like you're like kind of sitting at a bar chatting more or
Drink, get
less.
some popcorn.
Oh, that's
What you
nice.
gonna say next?
So we had a great question from JD Wolf. Is there any female drummers out there that you like? Or that you know, because you don't see many female drummers. You see female
There
guitarists.
are
Not many
not
drummers.
many female drummers that I've actually gotten to play with. I did open up for Kitty, so I did
Oh my God.
play with Mercedes. There is like, I have a picture of me back then playing with, like, it's me and Kitty.
Oh
Morgan
my God.
and Mercedes, and that was the first time I ever met another female drummer at that time. Now I'm seeing it all the time, and I went to go see a friend's band play at a show, and I walk in and I see this girl. She's walking in. I know I'm not shitting you. She's like dressed just like me, real tall, and I'm like, hey, I like your album. She's like, thank you, I like yours. And then she said, did you just see me play? And I'm like, no, did I miss you? I said, are you the singer? Are you play? And she's like, oh, I'm a drummer. I'm like, oh, damn. So yeah, I totally love her. And I am so sorry if she's watching. I forget your name all the time. I forget her name, but she's in Before the End.
I'll write it down.
Before the End. She drums and sings. I find that
Damn, that's
super
just
amazing.
hard.
And she's so beautiful. Like, I love her energy and her spirit. And she just knows she's like, you know, she knows she's good. Like, it's good. And my friend Jose's band, Emma, she's also a female drummer I've met, but I haven't really gotten to see her play. I've seen videos, but I haven't seen them live yet. But I've seen Before the End. We actually did a show with them when we opened for Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Oh wow.
Which I got to meet the drummer that night was the drummer of Candlebox. So I got a picture of me and him. They were performing with him. That was fun. And we're just talking about all the shows fun. There's a lot of stuff that's been through a lot of things, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It's funny though.
It's fun.
Oh, sure, absolutely. But it's funny you mentioned Kitty because they were kind of like, in my opinion, I mean, the men were doing it, but the first women to get out and just scream. And I remember I was young when it came out. I'm like, I love all these women. Didn't even matter what they looked like. The looks kind of went away. I heard them screaming. I'm like, I love all these women because I just dig female artists. I love it. I think it's awesome. Because, like I said, there's always been like a back burner thing. Like, yeah, like men play the instruments, and there's an occasional woman that no.
Men do dishes. I'm sorry, I had to put that out there. Anybody who knows me is like the dishes thing.
I do dishes.
That's hot.
Thank you.
Guys,
do you hear that, Cassie?
Do dishes is hot. Do you want to talk about your beard moist stuff? Yeah. Men do dishes? That's hot.
We'll do that now because looks like we have no guest tonight, which is okay. Mark Mackay will reschedule that for another day. However, what Rayne loves to talk to is probably her favorite part of the show. And it is our new sponsor. Well, our only sponsor. It is the Moist Collective. Now watch, this is how we do this. I really can't. Oh, there it is.
Wait, yeah, backwards.
Right, backwards.
Where's my finger?
And to the side. You're really up there. So it is the Moist Collective Beard Care Products, www.rumoist.com, probably the greatest website on earth. And right now, you can order it. Use the code YOSHOW20 to get 20% off. They have beard shampoo, beard scrub, beard oil, the beard butter to style it. They deliver to anywhere in the United States. Orders over $50, free shipping. It's locally made right here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. My good friend Jim Hutton, the Moist Collective. It's got a fantastic name, which doesn't offend as many people as you would think.
I think it's amazing. I really do. I love it.
I love it. I like the
moist? Picture. Areyomoist.com. Like how many hits must they get on that for people? And then and it's true. Like beards are fucking sexy. Am I allowed to say that? Sorry. I love beards. Sorry, Kenzie.
Sorry, we're
wait, what was that? I'm trying to be moist. What?
He's trying to be moist here in Minnesota. Get moist. I gotta have my man James
send you some. Beard, JD?
JD, I forget. I gotta look at his pictures. Let's see if JD's. I don't think he does. JD, you're not bearded, are you, at the moment?
Are you bearded?
Are you bearded?
Man, are you bearded up?
Man, are you bearded up?
If you are.
Get moist.
Moist. We gotta talk to Jim about doing a commercial. Be like, do you know how to make your girl moist? Get some beard butter. What's that one is called? One of their scents is called Morning Wood. I love
Morning Wood. That was great.
I love it.
We broke Jules' balls. Jules like, I never once said I love Morning Wood. And I swear to God, when we did that live show for the Wing Bowl, which the audio is horrible if you ever want to check it out. But during it, Jewel had quite a few drinks in her, and I swear she came out and said, I love Morning Wood. And we all just lost our shit laughing.
That's awesome.
She claims it never happened. JD's got a goatee going on, so he's working on the beard. He's got a goatee. You can make a goatee moist. Okay. It works.
Yeah, I've randomly, some people, as a musician, sometimes I'll be like, it's all about consent. But can I touch your beard? Can I touch that, and I like to pull them, and it's fun. It's great, and you can always tell who cares really good. What are they using? Oh, what do you use? And it's a good conversation. Have you ever tried moist?
Right.
Are you moist? I mean, it's great. I think your friend that came up with that, it was a marketing genius type. I don't know. I love it.
And he's a great guy. And when we did the live festival, that live show, he came in, gave me a bunch of merch, like give some out. So I started getting clever. I got a little too clever because there was like this cute girl, obviously with a dude, but I'm like, all right, let's find somebody to give away this prize. So I'm like, young lady, you over there. And she's like, she walks over, she's like, are you giving me beard stuff? I'm like, roll with it. So I'm like, yeah, your man's here and all that. And so the guy is like the Incredible Hulk walking up to this punk on the microphone, like I'm about to rearrange this guy's face.
You want to
But,
try some morning wood?
Yeah, I'll give you a morning wood, bud. Snap you in half. So I'm like, you got a good-looking boyfriend. I'm trying to save myself. I got a good-looking man here. How about some moist? We're giving out the products, and that's where the sticker came from. I gave it. Jim gave me a bunch of stickers, and we got to get it all over your drum kit.
Yeah, we do. We got to get it everywhere over my drum kit. That would be great. The weird story about like beard balm and beard butter for me is I actually used to sell products and do vendor events for I'm not with them anymore, but it was a company that did skincare products and stuff.
Okay.
And there was a table next to me. I always would network with all the vendors there, and there was one, and they had this beard balm, and I'm like, what is that amazing smell? And I actually ordered beard balm and would rub it because I love the scent so much.
That's this stuff here. The scent on it is amazing, and there's days when I'm like, I'll wake up and roll out and be like, I'm not even going to do my beard. But I'll just put a little bit of that in there just to get that scent.
Just get that smell and be like, there it is. There's your morning wood.
Do you know how to make your man moist? There's a lot of great slogans for that
Lindsay,
company.
yeah, do you know how to make your man moist? My man is in the house, but we don't know. I don't. He's upstairs. I'm downstairs. I'm in my goddess den.
Is that what it is, the goddess den?
It is. I have a canopy and everything. I don't even know if I can. I don't know if I can swing it around or not. Let's see. Hold on.
I definitely can. I got a whole giant computer big.
Wait,
well, you can.
It.
You got the phone.
Let's just wait. You can't really see crap. Sorry.
A little bit.
It's private. It's private stuff.
Oh, private
There's
stuff.
pictures online, so. I mean, I know there is, but it's really nice. It's very magical down here. Very welcoming, inviting, very calm.
Spiritual. I didn't realize there was a mirror behind you. I thought somebody was sneaking up on you when the show first started. Because I see your arm. And it looked like somebody was sneaking up on you.
I have yours.
Oh, I bet you do.
It's a goddess den. There's a lot of things that happen.
I like it. Oh, yes, I'm sure. So it looks like for some unknown reason we did not connect with Mark tonight. So we're going to do...
I was going to tell him I watched some of the videos. And
the videos are good. The music's very good. Yeah.
I always do that when you have artists on and I don't know who they are. I check it out and follow them and subscribe, all that.
That's the key. And
stuff.
It literally takes 5 minutes to go to somebody's page and click a subscribe or a like.
Check it out,
I'm talking to my family.
He actually covered Landslide, which is one of my favorite songs.
That's actually a great song. And I'm not a Fleetwood Mac fan, but I love that song.
No, yeah, I love that song. It's beautiful.
Actually,
and didn't Smashing Pumpkins redid it too? Didn't Billy Corgan?
Yes.
Yeah. Love it.
So
a lot of different influences. Like if people are surprised when I tell them I like folk music, they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "I love it."
There's some good stuff. Like when you look at Led Zeppelin, it's like one of the biggest rock bands of all time. It's all like blues music from way back. From again, I'm only saying the word, not promoting. From slavery
we got
times.
A guest.
Oh, we got a guest. See again, my animals don't come near.
Come on. This is Huey.
Is Huey the one that's ailing right now?
No, actually, Huey is this litter mate. So the story behind these guys is we were adopting this little guy. He talks all the time. And when I went to pick him up from the foster, I didn't know there was only one other one left, and he kept jumping in the little crate and jumping in. And I told my best friend because she worked for the rescue, so my heart was broken.
Sure.
I didn't know there was one, and he's all by himself. And so the owner of the rescue called, and she's like, "Oh, you can have him for half price if you want to take the other." So I went back that night and got him, and they reunited, and they were just so cute. But my poor baby Hook has been suffering on and off. I did one fundraiser for him. I have spent over 2,000. I added it all up the other day. It was like $2,700 some dollars I've spent trying to help my cat.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong at this point. I've everything he's on prescription wet food, prescription dry food, changed all the litters, everything, but he doesn't come out too often. I'm trying to see if he's down here, but he's bloody again. It's just
Oh,
and when I took him to the vet, they said, we're going to do the surgery. We're going to, find out what's going on. When it comes back to, and they're saying it's an allergy. It was supposed to be like some kind of autoimmune thing that he's just allergic to everything.
yeah.
And he was doing so good. And he got outside and then was gone for 2 days and then came back. And I don't know if somebody fed him something that he was allergic to.
Oh,
It breaks my heart because he's the sweetest little guy, and
yeah.
I just don't have the funds to keep taking him every time for these shots that he was getting. They did give me a prescription. I paid for that, prednisone and some steroid or something that you put in his food. And I wanted to order. They make these wipes that are like to help with the itchiness and
Sure.
support.
Oh.
I mean, I could always share pictures and stuff on what's been going on with Hook, but it's very sad, actually. I don't. It breaks my heart. Like you think about what do you do, and it's like,
And they're so innocent.
Do I do a fundraiser? Right? Do I try to find somebody? But it's like I don't want to split the family up, the cats, and we all love him. But my son, he'll say, "Well, he's your favorite," and I'm like, "Well, my heart is just." I love the little guy, and he's so sweet. But it's hard to pet him right now because his skin is. He's missing a lot of hair. He's a poor little guy. Maybe if he'd come out, I'd show him. I love my little guy.
Maybe we'll look into some kind of fundraiser and stuff like that. There's actually a girl who used to live in Philadelphia. Great, amazing bassist named Rachel Bello moved out to Nevada and now is in a band called Hollywood Gods and Monsters. And it's like Diggity Dave from Pimp My Ride. And her boyfriend's in the band. He plays guitar, and they do mashups of all like quality hits. So she actually is doing this thing in California, getting this big concert together to raise money for animals and animal shelter and stuff like that. So that could be something cool to do, or even like a GoFundMe, or have bands play a little something and get people together for it. Because animals, they don't have the ability to say, hey, this hurts, or hey, help, or anything like that. And when they're on, they love you like nobody and nothing in the world will love you. My dogs, as crazy as they are, when they're in the mood for loving, give me your chips.
And you're still like, come here, I'll give you my chips. Here you go.
I know. Please take my chips. So I was asked, we got asked twice from a certain viewer for you to talk about Hook.
Aw.
Dare I ask, what is Hook?
Hook is my cat.
Oh, okay.
Hook is. So I didn't change their names from the rescue. It's okay. Hook and Huey.
Oh, so okay, I missed
Hook and Huey. So you met Huey, which is the litter mate.
Yes.
And we also have another cat too, Bella. I love animals.
So do I.
If I could have a zoo, I would. I would totally. If I could help every animal. It's like animals and humans. I'm just like, I love.
Right.
People are like, oh, she's a metal drummer. She's probably this real mean person. No, not at all.
Really not.
Like, look at you. You're so cute.
And I didn't know.
I
said, with your beard. I didn't know what to expect in meeting you. Not that I expected to be a mean person, but we, kind of met up through like the Nail Bite family and shared chat. And then you started watching the show. But to meet you in person, I'm like, I wonder what I'm going to get here. And I got one of the coolest fucking people I've ever met. Super cool. Just awesome. You
guys are cool too. When we first met you and Kat, I was just like instant. We're like, what's up?
I know, right?
It was great. And well, that night I actually met Allie too, but I have not met Jewel yet in person. So we have
I know.
I have to meet Jewel.
Me.
So when we play, let's see, when Burden gets into Sweeney's or Dobbs again.
I can maybe work a thing for Sweeney's. I mean, I know the Future Stars show is a little different, but there might be an actual show that I can get and speak
I think Josh he usually does, so as far as booking and stuff, Josh usually does all that. And I did book the 2 local shows we did here, because I was like begging to play in my own town, which I'm
Yeah.
in Lehigh Valley, and
Okay.
I don't like to drive at night. Ever since the car accident, I have problems with my vision at night.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna have glasses soon, which I know Kinsey's excited for because I sent him a picture of me. I was like, "What do you think of these?" And he's like, "Yes."
Wow, really? I hate glasses. Mine, at least. I like them on certain people. I don't like me in glasses. I hate it.
I like glasses. I think they're. I don't know. I just couldn't imagine doing like the contacts. Like I just.
Oh no, I'm very
can't.
eye phobic. No way.
I can't do that.
No
I'm
way,
like,
man.
no. I have friends that wear these awesome. They go all out for Halloween and they do like everything, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'll never be a cat for Halloween. I can't do it.
You're what? You're gonna. Be
I'll never be a cat for Halloween. People with them cat eyes think it now. I'm eye phobic. I'm extremely eye phobic. Eyes. I got a couple of fears in life. Anything with my eyes and drowning. Other than,
drowning, I share with that.
drowning freaks the thought of heavy body. Yeah, although I went on a cruise and was fine, but heavy bodies of water, yeah.
I've never been on a cruise actually because I'm afraid of drowning.
Well, yeah, but I mean it's
I have
so
a
damn
pool.
big.
But see, Eric, it's not that I'm afraid of drowning. It's that I've had an experience of drowning that my father actually saved me, not the lifeguard, because the lifeguard was bikini, hot chicken in bikini. Meanwhile, I'm this child drowning. My dad jumps in and saves me. So yeah,
I got saved by my aunt-in-law, if you will, my wife's aunt. We were on a boat and we were reading the little meter, and the guy driving the boat says, "Oh, I guess we're 3 feet." I'm like, 3 feet? I guess we're in 3 feet. So everybody's jumping out of the boat and docking it. We're going to go to a shore bar. And I jump in, and that was not 3 feet. It had to be about a solid 10 to 12 feet. I went down, and I'm not a good swimmer. I came up, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And somehow, like I said, most of them were on the beach. Somehow her aunt noticed. Her aunt was a lifeguard out in Florida, too, so she knows. Raced out, got me, and she said, "I know you hear this about drowning, but hang on." And she put her arm around my neck, and I just hung on for dear life, was crying. Yeah, that's right, I was crying. And got me back to land.
It's scary.
It's very scary. Because water has no mercy. Once it hits you and takes you,
can't breathe.
It doesn't give a shit, boy.
That's unless you're Moana and you can or whatever, and you can control the water and
right.
Shit, it's like Mother Nature. You can't fuck with it. It's gonna take you down.
That's right. It sounds sick, and people have said this, and other people are like, "Oh, you're sick." You almost kind of wish, hope, etc. The people that got lost in that submersible, you almost hope it was like the explosion that got them and not drowning, because that would be
I think
horrible.
I'd rather be exploded in a million pieces than drown.
Absolutely.
It sounds like a quicker death.
Yeah.
It's so morbid. Well, how are we talking about?
I know. How did we get to this?
Where's this show gone? We're talking about dying.
Where's Mark Mackay, damn it? Speaking of dying, we're dying. No Mark Mackay. You know what, though? Let's play... What do you want to do? Let's play Bird
We're
and
going to
Kill.
play a game.
I wish. Gonna get out some poker cards. We're going to play a game, all right.
Ooh, I love to. Have you ever played Cards Against Humanity?
Yes. I'm never good. I always get the shitty ones.
Really?
I always get ones that say, in the office.
Write your own. They're fun.
Ooh, I like that. I get ones that say in the office. Another guy gets girl blasting him in the ass with a broomstick. And I'm like, well, I get that one. I get that one.
The one that cracks me up the most is, all right, so I am a good parent, but, my kids, they have played the game. All right.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she gets the freaking card and she doesn't understand half of them. I mean, she does. But the one she gets is a stray pube. I was dying. I could not stop. And so that's a thing every once in a while. Somebody's hanging out and be like, a stray pube. And people don't get the joke that it's from that game. Because her face was she won't read half of it. And she's like, I don't. And then when she gets it, she's like, oh, bro. It's just, I don't know. It's fun.
It's funny.
I love board games.
So do I. I'm all about that.
Uno and Rummy.
I love Uno. I suck at Rummy. I love Uno.
Do you?
I suck at Rummy. So bad. I'm not a good
so we'll
reader.
have a pool party night, live yo show where we play games.
I like it. And Rayne will be 98% naked.
I will be, actually.
I know.
If I'm in a bikini, I'll be 90% naked. Oh, I don't know. It's
And-
kind of like my gear, except without fishnets. But
Jeff will be wearing a scuba suit because nobody wants to see this.
now you'll be like, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you'll be like,
Yeah, that's my wife. I'm like public swimming phobic. I'm always the guy with like the shirt on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm that weirdo.
that's not weird. My son wears a shirt a lot, too. Like, even my daughter, she'd rather wear
Yeah, Jeff the shark. Yeah,
Oh, wear a
he
shark
does.
suit.
Yeah. I haven't got-
I'm having so many, like, I wish I could share sometimes what's inside my head that makes me. Bring your shark.
Bring your shark and bring in the pool.
My kids both
Yeah.
were sharks for Halloween last year. So they
Really?
have shark costumes.
That's pretty cool.
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie, that is
I
pretty
could
cool.
just see you.
I'll be in the hot tub. Everybody's like drinking, party. I'll be.
What's going on? You thought it was safe to go.
Just when you thought it was safe to go in Rayne's hot tub, maybe shark would be like,
New series. Rayne's hot tub. The stories of Rayne's hot tub. It's gonna get hot in here, and then you see Jeff. And the,
we can buy. It's Shark Week.
To the Yo Show. You get moist and attacked by sharks.
It's Shark Week on another
It's
live
Shark Week.
episode of
You never
Rayne's
know.
Hot Tub. That's actually a good podcast.
See?
Scenes from Rayne's
This
Hot
is
Tub.
the improv we got, right? We got it. It's
Yeah,
all
we
good.
did.
It's
None
all
of
good.
this. I got news for you. None of this is on the script at all.
None of it.
Who the hell could come up with this?
People.
Talk about drowning and sharks eating you in your hot tub. No, nobody could come up with that.
No, it doesn't happen. I mean, it happens. It just happens.
It's just right. It happened.
You can't write the fun stuff. Like, it just happens.
True.
Right?
And a lot of
It
times,
just
like
happens.
some of the funniest stuff we've said, and me and Jewel have said, just kind of came on a whim. Now, Jewel is, and I adore her to death, as we all know. She normally plays a little more of the straight face, but she's, goofy and likes to joke like me, but she's more of the straight face here. So we took a break from the show for like a month because we were going into a studio. Took a little break, maybe a month, 2 months. And we come back and we go ready for the first show in this studio with all this professional equipment. And I write out what we're going to say and talk about and topics, and Jules looking at it. And we start the show, and I said, I'm sorry, everybody out there who's been a fan. We had to take a 2-month break. We had a little bit of an issue. And she's looking at me like, turns out I got Jewel pregnant. And then my wife found out. And she's like, what? I just kept going. I said, my wife found out, and she wanted me to stop doing the show. And her and Jewel are like enemies. And then we talked about it, and we decided to give the baby up for adoption, bring the show back. And she's like, I fucking hate you. Like afterwards, she's like, I hate you. She said, what the hell was that? I thought it was hilarious. I really did.
It's like Days of Our Lives, man.
Right? And honestly, you talk about improv, it kind of came to me as I'm sitting there. I'm like, hey, little break. Here we go. And then she
Yeah,
said,
we were on break.
She said, my father wants to kill you. I do make an occasional crew joke, but she's quite the trooper for it. She really is amazing. She takes a lot of my shit.
I have this little guy keeps trying to get into my drink. He is notorious for, if you have a cup, he will fill it. This guy.
Really? See, my dogs don't go after beverages. Look, he looks so cute.
He's so sweet. Isn't he sweet? He's such a sweet. This one's the most talkative one. We'll have conversations. Really?
I'm sure
Do
you
you like
will.
to spill cups?
That's what worries me.
Whoop. He's like, I'm out.
Remind me next time we meet up, remind me to tell you a story about Henry. If you remember, Henry and a former friend of mine. When I tell you the story, we talk about how animals know people. When I tell you the story, it's going to blow your mind. But we'll save it when we're in person because you just never know who's watching. Hey.
That's true. I hope I didn't ever offend anybody. I
Yeah.
love everybody. I'm usually I try to be considerate and nice. And
I've learned that people that suck know they suck.
they know
They're
they
not,
suck.
they know it. You know what doesn't suck? I'm going to get to it right now. Burden of Guilt. And I'm going to get to the song Best Friend because I absolutely positively love the song. I love you and I love Josh and I want to play it right here on the program. So Rayne's band, of course, one of her bands is Burden of Guilt. Her and Josh Housenecht. He was very impressed at how well I say that. I still don't think I say it right, but
I don't say it right either. I just say Josh.
Josh. Let's get up for Josh. So this is Trust in the Fields is the album. The song is Best Friend. It is, I swear to God, such a great song. We're not going to get into the message. We're just going to enjoy the music and enjoy Rayne's drumming and Josh's singing right here on the show. It's about a little under 4 minutes. So you enjoy here on the Yo Show. We'll be back shortly with myself and the lovely Miss Rayne Sparkles on Yo Show Wednesday, who turned into our guest co-host and the guest. we'll be we'll be right back.
I used to love singing songs that Elvis wrote, that he wrote. And I used to love writing you love songs about how I long for your love, never understanding what I did, never understanding why I wasn't good enough. Why wasn't I good enough? Why wasn't I? When you are asleep, it's the only time I feel at peace. Now the demon, she sleeps and I lie awake, looking at your face, hoping, praying you never wake again. Hoping, praying you never wake again. I thought you were my best friend. Too long, suicide became a thing, and I used to take late night walks at night just to contemplate the last words of my life. And I believe all the lies you ever said. Now you do is live inside my head. You broke me, you defeated me, now you beat me all day. When you are asleep, the only time I feel at peace. Now the demon, she sleeps and I lie awake, looking at your face, hoping, praying and never wake again. Hoping, praying you never wake again. I thought you were my best friend. Drink is louder, and I get closer and closer. The lights get brighter, and I get closer and closer. And then she grabs my hair, and we say it's okay, my man. We'll write a story written by a different man, by a different man. When you are asleep, it's the only time I feel at peace. Now the demon, she sleeps and I lie awake, looking at your face, hoping, praying and you'll never wake again. Hoping, praying you'll never wake again. I thought you were my best friend. Thought you were my best friend.
I absolutely love it. One of my absolute favorite songs, and of course, the amazing Rayne Sparkles on drums, Burden of Guilt, Best Friend. You got a little play toy with you. Sorry. Jewel Tatey in the house. Yeah,
Hey,
what is
Jewel.
up? She said she'd been trying to mess us all night on YouTube and wasn't coming through, so try Facebook. And there she is, looking lovely. We love you. Thank you, Jewel.
Hi, Jewel. I got to meet you in person.
Oh, you definitely. She is an incredible human being. Kind soul, fun. She likes to put them back like I do at times and get a little silly, but
Me too.
yeah, no shit. So,
Oh, shit. Most
So-
people are like, my friend Josh, who does the shows, not my burden of guilt. I have too many Joshes in my life. Christians,
yeah,
and
that's
people get confused. But every time he's interviewed me, the interviews are hilarious because I am like, like, why do you always get me at this time? And he's like, because it's fun. I like it. Okay.
so.
Did
Explain
Jewel, did
to
you get
the.
see my kitty that was on.
I'm sure she did. She's got a kitty that always jumps onto a black kitty. She's a big cat fan. Yeah, we definitely need to get together and soon. And
Yes.
really, it's like
Like,
we have a nice community of friends and people who all share the same dream. And I don't know if you knew the story, Rayne. When I first got into this, I wanted a female co-host to kind of have a nice difference of opinion and a nice back and forth. And there was a couple little cupcake girls who were like, "Oh yeah, I want to be on your show." And I had one lined up, and I was like, eh. So my friend Chrissy said, "Can you do me a favor and check out my boyfriend's sister, Jewel?" I always mix that up, boyfriend's sister. And I said, "Okay, why not?" And Jewel went to school for communications. It had been a big dream of hers to get to any kind of point like this. So I checked it out, seemed cool, messaged her, we met up, and I mean, like that, like her ideas, her
so you
desire.
guys just vibe together like Josh and I did on like it was,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
we
you
even-
just work like peanut
we
butter
even-
and jelly.
We got a little buzz and we went to sing karaoke. That's where I'm like, yeah, this is the girl right here. And even my wife's like, yeah, she's perfect. And her thing was, of course, nationwide artists, but local bands and local artists, and play their music and bring them on and go to shows. And the clincher, as great as she was, again, beautiful, cool, great ideas. The clincher was when I said, by the way, there's no money in it. She's like, that's okay. That's when I knew I found my girl.
That's what people say sometimes. Like, if you're where I talked about my work a lot tonight, not just music and art, but what I do as a profession. And it's like, if you work in nonprofit, you're not in it for the money. Yeah, no, clearly I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely not. And I get people that have said to me like, oh, dude, you work this job and you got the show. You must be rich. Yeah.
It's a hobby. It's your passion. It's your hobby. It's what
If I had an accountant that did the books on this show and what I put out or what I put in,
an
yeah.
investment. You're investing your time in something you love,
Oh,
which
it's-
in a way,
we invest
you
our
can-
hearts. We do.
you can look at it as you are rich because we are rich in love and passion in what we do,
I like that.
and
Let me,
that's much. It's more than any money can buy.
Hold on a second. I'm going to call my mortgage company and see if that'll pay the bills. Hi, can I pay my mortgage this month on my heart and soul?
Okay. Speaking of mortgage companies, I do need to prop mine. So we all know I was in a car accident in January,
Preach. Yes. Ooh.
and I was out of work, and I had no money. I was
Oh,
saying,
oh.
yeah, I thought
can
for
imagine.
sure I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my car. I couldn't work. I had a concussion, and I'm back working full time, thankfully, finally. And I didn't lose my house. My mortgage company, I called them. I told them what was going on. They knew that, I have direct deposit and all this stuff. And they actually removed late charges and everything.
Wow.
Just being open and honest of what was going on. And I was surprised myself. I'm like, holy crap.
I think, and I don't want to judge, I think COVID kind of changed the approach of bill collectors and having a little more sympathy.
Yeah.
with people.
Shit happens sometimes, and it's not It's so out of your control.
Bellwether. Who's the Bellwether Ritual?
That is Mike. Bellwether Ritual. Okay,
What's up,
so
Mike?
my very first. No, actually, that was my second interview, I think, because I was interviewed by Chaos Guitars, Dave, Hate Machine Dave, and Mike actually does interviews. He actually. Are you done with yours? He was working tonight. He does a live show as well, and Bell. We will pay you with love.
Seems to be the finances tonight.
Is an amazing band, another local band here in Lehigh Valley. I love everything he does. It's great. I come out and see them. He supports everybody local too. He's like me, like the male version of me, except he's a singer and
oh, Jesus Christ.
There's so many cool people. That's the thing. Like in the music scene, there's so many awesome souls who are just in it because they love music and they want to share and they want to find out. Like he'll ask, like, what were your influences? You know, how did you start? And
right.
You know, and
a lot of people have said to me, that's what we like about your show. You get to the roots, the heart and soul. You're not worried about when you're on the road, what kind of cookie do you like to eat? Like nobody really gives a shit. Like we want to know, like what got you
cookies.
started.
We want those special brownies.
Yeah. Now that's the kind of stuff we talk about. But yeah, we like to, and again, Hollywood Gods and Monsters. We were talking about the girl Rachel when they were on the show. So Diggity Dave, sorry Dave, if you're out there, it's Diggity Dave now. And at the end, he said, I want to tell you, man, I love what you guys do. Like, we watched Rachel on the show. We think you're fantastic, and we wanted to come on. And he said, like, you let these artists, like, peel their skin back and kind of show us who they really are deep down. And that, man, almost made me cry. And I made a clip of that, and I played it 1 billion times. Like, 1 billion. I love it that much. So I get you. I actually get me. So, just finished. Thank you for the kind words. Rayne is the best and super supportive of the scene. Rayne is fantastic. This is the second time she's been here. They said we've met in person twice. Got to see her at Dobbs. Got to meet her at Lovejoy as well. And we're going to, like, I consider her like a great friend. I know friend's a strong word because of things like people, you know. But, like, I really feel like a soul connection with you and Kinsey and, like, the way Jewel is, I know she'll love you as well. My wife loves you, and it's just great. Pass it. I'm down for some scare. Little bites for me. Little bites for me. I get so
buzzed. When we do
buzzed.
our pool party live yo show and coming from Rayne's hot tub,
Hot tub.
like you can come out.
Jewel, I hate to tell you, we're doing a live show from Rayne's hot tub.
And Jeff is bringing his shark because that's got to be in it. There's no, it has to be like the opening. Just when you thought it was safe to go in Rayne's hot tub.
That's like the least scariest thing on earth.
I love it though. That's what makes it even the best. I love it.
And I'm going to tell a story that my wife may not like. I came up with this thing. My ex-girlfriend, who has since passed away, God bless her. Her son had toys. And she said, I'm getting rid of all these toys. Like, I don't want these toys. And I see this shark, and I'm like, because that's been my nickname for years with my buddies, drinking buddies. So, and I look, and I'm like, can I have this? And she's like, what? I'm like, can I have this? She's looking at it like I got 10 heads. I'm like, I need to have this. And I've had it ever since.
I could see her giving you that look, too. I could just
yeah.
Like,
she was more of a
shark.
She was a tough person.
I
not
love
abusive.
Beautiful.
No, not the current. The ex. The ex was.
Oh, the ex. Okay.
The current is. She's fantastic.
She is awesome. I love her.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Surprised she didn't check in. I'm a little disappointed. Well, her nephews are here, and sometimes the nephews watch the show. Maybe not this episode.
She's like, we're turning this off now. Sorry.
Oh, is that Rayne? Sorry. We want to watch. No, there's probably things you may not want to learn quite yet.
What is she talking about? What does that mean? Sorry, kids. I do have children myself, but
yes,
you know,
you do.
I'm one of those. I'm not a PTA mom. You know, I tried that lifestyle. I'm just true. I am who I am, and if they don't like me, one day they'll look and they'll be like, "Holy crap, she was just real. She was honest."
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy being a parent at all.
My sister-in-law, if she happened to watch, will preach it as well. She say it is tough, and she works and she's going to school for nursing. She's doing online classes, has 3 kids. It is. It's tough. It's a lot of work, man, and you
It's
see
very
it.
tough.
And me and Cassie never had a room. We know how hard it is to get somebody to watch our dogs, but kids don't shut off. Like you don't like a dog. You give it a treat, you put it on the couch, and a couple hours later it might wake up. A kid, you give it a treat, put it on the couch. 5 minutes later, wants to know what's next. It's got to go to the bathroom. What time am I going to bed? Why? So
I'm bored. Relax. Can we leave? This is stupid. Mom, you're playing music again. Yeah, you would think.
and it's like, oh, charge my iPod, and 5 minutes later
Yeah.
they're done with it, and they're on like, what happened to the iPod?
And that's the thing. Sometimes Kinsey will say, your mom's a superstar. This and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just me. I'm just mom to them. I am mom.
Any parent
Like,
to me is a superstar. It's hard work.
And he would try to tell them like, your mom was on this. And they're like, yeah, so whatever. Here's my TikTok page. Like,
Right.
I'm just mom. I'm the weird mom. Like, mom, don't embarrass me. And I'm like, my daughter, like, she's like, Mom, don't do it again. And I'm like, yeah. She's like,
Mom's chasing the bus with a ring stick in her hand. Wait, I'm gonna play some music.
yeah, that's my baby.
So give us a little something on that ring stick. I seen you play it in.
Isn't this
I seen you
beautiful?
play it. I love it.
All right,
I really
am
do. It is
so
nice.
bad with this thing being backwards.
It takes a couple
There we
tries.
go. I'm getting it because Jeff is here.
But there you go. You're doing it. See, I just
Towards
made.
the moon. But yeah, this is my rain stick. I had it for a very long time, and a lot of the bands that I was in, I never really got to use it. And then with Josh, it was like, oh, acoustic. I'm actually on my drum box too, so I'm on the drum box sitting on it. But isn't it beautiful? We'll do a sound. So pretty, right?
I love that.
It's so soothing, and I love it. I love that I get to do this on stage, and I love, I'll put the wings on, and I just kind of
Yeah.
go with it. It's so pretty. I don't know how well you can hear it when we're performing anyway, because it's not mic'd, but I love different instruments. It's just
Sure.
beautiful.
And that night at Dobbs, where you were sitting on your drum box, a certain person, not going to mention Kinsey's name, came around and said, "Check out the legs."
Yes, he's commented. He's like the only man who has really commented on my legs, and I like that.
You see that? You're winning. He's winning.
He's doing good. Like, well, and that's the thing. I know when Mike interviewed me, like at that time in my life, it was, I'm Rayne Sparkles. I'm free. I'm wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't get too much into my relationship stuff, but yeah, it was pretty.
What is a didgeridoo? A didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo are
Didgeridoo.
they're so beautiful. I want one so bad. So actually, one of the times I saw Nail Bite, which I love. Johnny had a didgeridoo on stage. Like,
Really?
oh, it's beautiful. See, I love all different types of. At our last show, this a guy that we've never met before, he came out and he said, I loved what you were doing, but when you got on that drum box and you got the rain stick, it like really hit him culturally.
Yeah,
Like, it was
wow.
just like, it was amazing, and he loved it. And I'm like, I was so like blown away by it, because most people are just like, oh, that's cool. What is that thing? But it's such a beautiful, like, I'm into a lot of spiritual things. Like, I do moon stuff, like go out in the moon and crystals. Yeah, I'm one of those.
Yeah,
I got
that's
oils.
all right.
I got incense. I'm just, I don't know if you can see anything behind me, all the moon stuff I have. And I have headpieces. I actually have, Kinsey and I were talking about our backgrounds, and he's like, what are you anyway?
Oh, well, there's
Like,
the
what are
question.
you? So
What's
there's
your
actually
sign?
Native American in my family, and mostly I'm German and Swedish. But what's your sign, Rayne? I'm a Sagittarius. What's your sign?
Ooh, this is getting sexy here on the air show. What
She's
is your
beautiful.
sign?
Now come on. Don't
She is
cry.
beautiful. She really is. I every episode I start with the most beautiful face in podcasting, broadcasting, webcasting, and she's always like, "Stop." It's true. But inside and out, if you get to know her as a person, you see the beauty inside. Yeah,
And that's what I think.
you're the fun. We're both the fun ones. We are the fun ones.
I think that's what does bring out the beauty in so many
Ronaldo.
people. 'Cause as a young girl, I struggled with
Ronaldo.
that. Oh, I missed that.
It was
I
a
struggled
soccer
with
one, Messi or Ronaldo. I don't know where that came from, but I'm going for Ronaldo. Aquarius,
Aquarius
people.
people.
I guess. I don't know much about, like, I'm Taurus. Jokes about Taurus.
Kinsey's pretty good at a lot of that. I I study it somewhat, but I lose focus because I
Thanks.
love you, man. I lose
I love you
focus
too.
because if I'm not creating and I'm not doing something, but I love sometimes just sitting out. Like I said earlier, I have a Zen garden, which you'll get to see when you come to the pool party.
Yeah.
But it was an area that I would just go out and ground, which, taking my shoes off, I like to ground a lot in dirt, in mud, and in sand. And I love hugging trees.
We got one of those.
Yes.
That's okay, though.
I feel energy from a tree. My friend, she does Reiki, and she's a Reiki master and does energy things.
Okay.
So I don't understand a lot of what she does, but I do understand that I am an empath and I feel energies and I give energies. So I'm like one of those vibe people. Like, so if there's bad vibes going on, bad mojo, I'm just like, do. Get my palo out. I have.
Just walk out the right way. Remember, it's backwards.
Wait.
Very good.
Wait,
Very
I'm going
good.
downstairs.
If we could see your whole back, that'd been all right.
Like, how much did she have to drink?
Oh, we lost her. She just turned herself right off. There she
Sorry
is.
about that.
Hi.
That's my son is trying to call me. I told him I'm on till 10. So he's upstairs, like right literally above me.
Okay. It might be a little earlier than 10 because it's like...
I'm surprised he hasn't come
Okay.
down and made a cameo and said hi. But
Some people
that's
like
good,
it.
though. They're
The nephews
respecting
like it. My animals hate it. Your animals seem to like it. Jules' animals like it. My dogs hate it. It's like they want no parts. It's like my wife.
Like,
Because this week I'm doing I did last night, doing tonight. I'm also going to guest appear again on the Happy Hour podcast Friday as one of their panel. And she's like, dude, this shows. I'm like, can't help it. I love this, man. I can do it 7 days a week.
It would, yeah, I would do as much as I have people often ask me, how do you do all that? Because I was in 3 bands and it's not easy working, being a mother, a single mother at that. My son, and it's a lot. But I think without the art, without the music, I feel empty and lost. Like, I feel like I couldn't do everything. I'm not a type of person that just likes to do nothing. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, I feel you. My wife is that way. And she says, like, oh, I never get sleep. And she's like, one of these days, coming up soon, I'm just going to spend the whole day and night just, like, laying in bed and relaxing. I'm like, go ahead. She can't. She wouldn't last. She's got to be doing something.
Wouldn't it be nice to, like, not get dressed, just lay in bed all day? I think I did it one time in, like, the last 2. I can't. I'm just, oh, my gosh, I got to do this. And this is the weirdest thing. I love vacuuming. I love cleaning.
You two are definitely made for each other. Then you and Cassie,
I'm vacuuming and I'm like, ooh. I'll have to share it one time when I find it. It's an older video. It's hilarious.
I'm curious what you're wearing and all.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh. I have a girl tribe. It was something I said to my girl tribe. They were dying. They're like, oh my gosh, you're too much. But I do. I love cleaning. I love to clean right before I create. If that's weird, it's almost like you're just decluttering everything. And now
I get you.
And then I could spend a whole day. I used to not
clean palette.
Yeah, if I got into a painting or writing a song or just something, I wouldn't stop. I'm like, no, I need to finish this. Like, I need to finish this right now. Like, get it all out. And then you'll have like spells where you're
I'm a procrastinator.
Yeah, you're not like not feeling it. And then I go out and I'm like, all right, time to vacuum because this is going to bring it. Be dancing and singing.
I can imagine how
that. Is she almost done vacuuming yet? Hell no.
I can imagine how that went over in your single days. Hey, babe, how do I come to your place? Sure, I'll vacuum.
Let me vacuum for you.
I got a date with this chick tonight. She says something about vacuuming. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty excited. She's like,
The funny
pick up
thing
your
is,
feet.
I used
Pick
to
up
clean
your feet.
houses too. That was one
Did
of
you
my
really?
jobs.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
get
I
it
used
then.
to clean houses. It was great money.
Cleaning sucks. I hate it. I hate laundry. I hate cleaning. I hate vacuuming. I hate it all.
I
So
don't like doing dishes, but somehow it's always my job. And
get
who
a
like?
dishwasher, man. It's the best.
That's why I was like, it's dishes,
Need a dishwasher. I need a
dishes.
dishwasher.
I like laundry. It's fun. I
Oh,
don't like putting the wash away. I like doing
right.
the smells.
I
And
think the whole part of it sucks. I mean, putting it in the washers, okay, that's easy. Putting it in the dryer, that's easy. You gotta take it out, and you gotta fold it, you gotta put it away. Fuck that. I can't stand it.
I love it.
I absolutely can't stand it. It's like, it was nice though, because I got home and my wife said, "Oh, my sister-in-law Brianna is here." So go. Brianna did like all the laundry and put it away. And I went upstairs and showed her 3 freshly cleaned Yo Show T-shirts. Well, makes we got something to wear tonight. All right. I thank her, but I will get back to a topic you said a minute ago, and I think nowadays the tide. We keep talking about the tide changing with women and more power and more aggression. You, Jewel, my sister-in-law Brianna upstairs. The single moms, it's not the weakness anymore. Jewel's a powerhouse with her daughter, and her daughter's amazing. You've seen her little face pop on the show a
Yes,
lot,
I love it.
and she's so cool. And I've seen your children and just the things that you do, and with Kinsey's child too. And like I said, my sister-in-law and her 3 kids, like kids are challenges at times. They want sometimes what they can't have, and they get upset. And you got to be. You got to be stern at times. It's hard because I watch it be hard. I laugh sometimes when she's like trying to correct her kids because you feel bad. You do. As a non-parent, you're like, but it's tough. But I
try not to
marvel.
laugh sometimes too, but I can't help it.
Sometimes you got
I
to.
shouldn't be correcting this, but that is freaking funny.
I got to be honest. Like I can't imagine for the life of me Jewel correcting her daughter. Little Joey she's just so sharp, and I can't imagine it. Like, the 2 of them are probably, like, the best of buds instead of, like, mom-daughter. But just great. But it's a great job that you do. And, whether it's single, whether it's split, whatever the hell it is, it's still tough.
It's very tough. And, you put so much into it. And then before you know it, they're off and, moved on.
And they're dating a girl just like their mother, which they swore they'd never do. I married a woman nothing like my mother. My mother, God rest her soul again, was a very tough individual. Would speak her mind and wanted to be respected for being the elder statesman, which was great. And she was an awesome mom. We never needed or wanted anything as a kid. She was amazing like that. Boy, she was tough. And my wife's like, I love your mom, but there's times I don't think she loves me. And my mom's like, I just have to let everybody know the respect that I'd like to have. Makes sense. It's tough to be respected and have everybody love you, so there's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody loved my mom. My mom's great people, but again, that she demanded the respect, and she got it.
Yes, my mom's hardcore like that too.
Yeah, it's that generation, and I'm not gonna. My age, I can tell. I don't want to tell my age here either, but
We're in our 30s, right, Jeff?
yes, okay. I didn't want to say, but I'm in my 30s,
Yeah,
my mid
we're in our
30s.
30s.
Don't let that gray beard fool you. It's stress.
It happens.
It's too much moist collective. I bleached my own beard.
You start waking up. Did you cut my beard? Somebody's cutting my beard in my sleep. Like,
My
I woke
beard's
up,
like this going
my hair's gone. Yeah, this is what happens, kids at home, when you bleach your own hair and you're not a beautician. But
Actually,
it was fun.
I actually got a good idea, and of course, when it comes to that time, if you guys want to like spend the night or whatever, if you get free. So every year, the bar around the corner here, Murphy's, has an awesome Halloween party. I would
Oh,
love for you guys to come down for like Halloween. We'll all get dressed up.
love Halloween is my favorite.
I love Halloween.
Obviously,
Jewel
since
loves
everybody
Halloween.
sees me dress up all the time,
True.
I have so many. I I love performing because I love costume. I think it's so fun.
I agree. I love costume. Brent knows the Halloween party. Brent's grown to love Murphy's as well, and that's where my sister-in-law now bartends. And it's a local place, but it's like the blue collar people that like to get out and drink and take care of their bartenders, and like you all get to be like kind of a little community of friends in there. And I go. Brent drives like 45 minutes out of his way to come hang out there, and it's great. And they have an awesome Halloween party. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna.
would love it. I love Halloween. Like I wish Halloween could be all year round.
I know, right?
I love it. I love everything. I love the take them. There's where I live in Lehigh Valley. There's a place called Dorney Park, and we have the haunt.
Sure.
Love it. I love it. I love the makeup, the everything they put into it. It's just I love it. I really wish I could have went to that nail bite show on Saturday because that looked amazing.
It did. It's a little tougher to get all the way out. And it seems like a lot of their shows are always like when I'm working, so that by the time I get out, 3+ hours out there, shows are over. But when I do get a chance to see it, I absolutely love it. Now they're playing Philly, and of course, you guys got to come down for that because they're whispering rumors of trying to find local bands. I, of course, keep pushing Strange Culture, who's been on our show.
I
love
put us
them. They're a
on
great
there.
band.
Like, yeah, Burn Guilt.
Yeah, why not?
The funny thing is, too, is one of my bands, I actually was on a bill to play with Nailbite.
Really?
Yeah, and I couldn't play it because I was dealing with nerve damage at the time.
Well,
But I fell in love with Nailbite, and they helped get Nailbite's music and like going to see them and their passion they have.
oh, it's incredible.
Helped me get, you know what I mean? It helped me through it, and I love them. I see the work they put in.
Yeah,
They
it's
put
and
a lot of work.
their team of friends and fans and family, of course, is like second to none. And the thing I love the best, now here's these young kids, 16, 17 years old. When you start to rush to the popularity that they are, it could possibly be either not so much arrogant, but not really know how to be because these people are all over you. We went to that show with Mag Dillon and all them. My wife bought a tank top, and my wife's like, do your magic. I'm like, what? She goes, I need it signed. I'm like, okay. So I turn around to Lana and said, Lana, what's the chance of you and the guys? And she's like, grabs, she's like, autograph time. And they all came like swarming over and signed the tag. I'm like, man, what great kids, but their parents are great. You know what I mean? And so
They
taught
are.
right.
They're so supportive. I love both Megan. Her artwork is beautiful. Lana and Caden's mother, she's an artist, and I'm sure you know. And Lily, Lisa, her picture she does is amazing. I love them. I love the whole family. And that night you made me think of. So that's the show that was the very first show I took Kinsey's son to, Sebastian.
Yes.
To see Nailbite for the first time. And that night, Traverse the Abyss, like we were all talking about, so, and he's like, sign my tits, and they did. They signed his.
Really?
It was. I have a picture. I'll have to share that with you. Oh, thank you, Brent. Oh yeah, I'm an artist too. I didn't show any of my artwork tonight. I'm sorry.
There will be more Wednesdays. Like I'm lining up Wednesday like guest co-host, but you definitely gonna be in my band.
Yeah, I do. I have.
Hopefully a guest will show up.
When a guest shows up, let's have Brent on. And Brent,
right.
your pictures are amazing too. I'm loving it. I love it. I've met so many wonderful photographers. Because to me, that's an art.
It is. That's tough.
Each person captures. Dr. D. Oh, the first one he took of me, the one I was like, how the hell did you even get that photo? Like, I don't even know how you got it. And yeah, Dr. D. And
Nailbite on the back.
Nailbite.
My special koozie.
The girl, oh my gosh, I am so sorry I forget her name. I want to say it's Tiff. Oh shit. Trash cat. She is she'll be I am so sorry. She's gonna be like, bitch, what the hell's your problem?
Don't watch the same Yoshi. Look at Rayne forget my name.
Damn it! Hits the lights. I'm like, I can't think of names for some reason tonight. But she took this amazing photo of me too, and I was just like, and I've posted that one quite a bit. It's while I'm playing, and you see the face.
I think I've seen that one, and I love that one. Yeah, I have, and I love, and that's what Brent said too, because Brent said, you know what I like about, because he meets me at these Future Star shows and is starting to meet me at these concerts. So you know what I like? Capturing the moment and taking the live photos, and he does a great job too. And it's just like some of the shots, like I try, like right now, I'll try it, and you'll be like in the picture, and like him, he gets the moment where you're like, right, he gets the moment where the singer's like, and he gets the moment where the hair flings. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? I try to get it, and the hair's like all the way down here.
Yeah,
like
they're amazing.
Some of the,
I appreciate the art of photography. I love it. I love it.
like some of the nail bite photos are really cool with the hair whipping and all that.
And Brent did a really amazing one of the three of us. I love that photo of us. I love it. And
me
too.
too.
And then there's a photo of Cassie and I love, and there was a couple of them that he did that we didn't know he took, and they're just so, they're perfect.
That's even better. Yeah. My wife is in love with that picture of herself in the street too, and she looked great that night. Oh look, here's an advertisement. Hi, the O Show. Have a good stream. 100 viewers for 5 cents only. Sure, get scammed right now and catch a promo for free. Get scammed right now by
actually go with the sponsors and get yourself moist. Get some moist.
Here, you can do the Moist Collective, or you can actually have a good show and have people watch it.
Come see us. Come see Burn to Get live, and you can touch my stick.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, that was a thing at one of the shows that the band I was telling you about with the female drummer that I like. They were like up on the balcony, and they're like, "Let us touch your stick." So now it's a thing. I'll be like, "Do you want to touch my stick?" Like, sure.
I ask that, I get thrown out. You ask it, you get applause. So not fair. The world is so not fair. I'm a believer that non-posed photos are usually the best ones. I agree with you there.
They really are.
Personally, try to catch people off guard. Not me. I make the dumbest faces. Like people will do the screenshot when they're on the show, and like I'm like, and Jules like, her eyes closed. I'm like, what the fuck is that picture, man? Jesus.
Yeah, I have lots. Kinsey has quite a nice collection of really bad photos of me, by the way.
Oh, you're one to talk, miss.
No, he at least looks hot in my outfit. These pictures he has, they're horrible. Like, I'm like, why? Why do you take these pictures? Like, I like them because it's you. And I'm like, or
I look ridiculous.
Like, Brent, you need to get with him and teach him how to do the ones where I'm not paying attention, but that they look great, like how you make them look great. Because I'm like, take that, delete that one off your phone. What is wrong with you? He's like, I love it. It's my favorite. I think one of his favorite pictures of me and my face is like, it's like, oh yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, it's always me. Like on Twitch, we'll have just like a picture of the show, and it'll be a frozen, like a freeze frame. And I'm usually like,
yeah, freeze frame.
I'm like, what is that? And like, before we knew it's for work, Jules like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, what? She goes, what is that picture you put up of me? I'm like, where? She goes on Twitch. I'm like, I did not put that picture up.
I did not do that.
That's where the show froze, and they got this little freeze frame. It looks like we're both like pooping our pants. Ridiculous. So, we've reached the 10 o'clock hour. I can't thank you enough. Yeah, we did it. We absolutely did it. We had, like I said, we improv and had a great time. And when I first asked you to do this, like, dude, you have to hand me any kind of script. We will improv it. And we did. We talked a lot about just like us being us and life and music and fun and great people and what you do for a living. And would love to invite you back to guest co-host another Wednesday. Kinsey knows his invites out there as well to do a Wednesday. And if you're out there and you got a special little talent you want to get on, try a Wednesday night. We're doing guest co-host up until whenever. I don't know if we're going to beat Rayne because she's pretty damn great. But again, Rayne Sparkles, don't forget Burden of Guilt and Magically Delicious. Don't forget the hot tub party. We're going to make it happen. Jewel, if you're out there, there's Brent, you got to come and video it too. We're doing a live yo show from Rayne's Hot Tub, starring
Bring the shark.
the shark.
Bring the shark.
This thing is so ridiculous.
We'll have lots of special guests that could come. Who knows?
Oh, you never know.
A lot of
When
musician friends, a lot of other radio
I
friends.
guess he walked away for a bit.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
we're working on a live yo show that's going to happen from Rayne's house in her jacuzzi. Yeah, that's right. You've read it correctly. Or you heard it correctly.
Wait till you see it and you're like, oh, she just has one of those little small ones. We're all like cramped in.
It's so great.
Cool.
And then a heater pump will break. I'm like, welcome to the yo show. I'm dying. Purple
just
lips.
go in the pool. Marco.
Does that guy have purple lips? Send your invite certified mail. Oh, this guy. But we would love to. We would love to have you back on again. I can't thank you enough because you kind of took on a dual role. You were the guest co-host and also the guest. We talked a lot about your band, your music, your career. And I tell you, I have become a gigantic fan of yours. And by fan, I'm not saying musically. I mean as a person. You're absolutely wonderful. And I just adore you. And I adore being part of your life, meeting you and having you be part of ours as well. Because you're an amazing person.
Thank you.
You're
Don't
welcome.
make me cry.
I was going to say, you're like, and a big thanks to Mark Mackay. I don't know what happened. I guess I'll find out tomorrow from the PR people. Hopefully it wasn't another.
Maybe it was a storm.
Maybe.
With
Hopefully it
that.
wasn't another glitch with the link.
And when you talk to him, tell him I listened. I followed him, and I love that he did that landslide. It's a great song. Love it.
I will. We definitely will. We're going to take you out with the music of St. Ricketts. It is the Catalyst, www.saintricketts.com. And I tell you what, Rayne, that's another project of mine. These guys haven't been together in a couple of years, and they kind of semi-retired from the band. I'm like, no, this band's got to get back together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Together.
Got to
Now
get you back
got us
together.
Really into, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
like
That's a lot of people are like, I love it. What's the chance to see this guys play? I'm like, at the moment, none. We'll get them.
It's hard.
Burden of, what do you think, folks? Vote on our Facebook and our YouTube and our Twitch page. A live show with Burden of Guilt and St. Ricketts.
Hell yeah.
I think the shark just arose for that one too. More dirty jokes. Make sure you check out again Burden of
The
Guilt.
shark rose.
Oh, I got to. Yeah, the shark.
And back to our sponsors, Moist and Morning
Right.
Wood scent.
I do want to say this. So we won't be on air July 4th. That's the next Tuesday coming up. It's the holiday.
Yes.
When we come back, we're going to have a July 5th show here Wednesday night. And then we come back with the Yo Show Tuesday night on July 11th. And the reason why I am announcing this is because at the moment, as long as nothing goes haywire, our very special guest is going to be the second most badass woman on the planet after Rayne. The super sexy, incredible from Below Deck, Miss Haley De Sola Pinto. Holy shit. She's on the show Below
Holy
Deck.
shit.
She is phenomenal. She is just so sexy and so cool. And she's British, and she left me this awesome voicemail about being on the show. And I was like, she's super hot. She's supposed to be on July 11th, as long as everything goes well. I'm praying. She even said, there's a slight chance, darling, at the last second I might be sent out of town. And I'm like, whatever you just said in that accent, I could give a rat's ass.
Just say it again. We're going to loop it.
Hey, I'm going to just put a picture of you up, and we're just going to keep playing this over and over again. But that is scheduled for July 11th. Haley De Sola Pinto. We've got just guests lined up clear until like September, October. So check us out, www.theyoshow215.com. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all that good stuff. Remember, you absolutely positively have to check out Rayne and Burden of Guilt and Magically Delicious and all her great bands because she's awesome. And I thank you again. I never know how to get off the show. I don't stop talking because I get so excited at the very end. But let's load up the music and let's get these people the hell out of here because they're like, enough of the guy. More girl. Less guy. More of this girl.
Good night.
Good night. And good night to Kinsey King. We love you, brother, man. Everybody out there, stay strong. See you next week. Oops. Good night. like automatically just turn this off. Good night.
Introduce yourself. Can't do it on fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. Hear the call, coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. I have found the catalyst, and I have found the catalyst, and you understand your